Hi everyone, here we are for a kiln unveiling. This is the first one after I changed the elements in the kiln. Quite proud of myself, never done it before. I quite enjoyed doing it too. Yeah, it was a lot of learning, so it was good, and I did it. So yeah, see my previous video for that. Goes for 28 minutes, and yeah, it's just a rundown of replacing the kiln elements. I could not find anything on the internet anywhere for replacing the elements in these square kilns. So I thought, hey, I can do that. So I did. Anyway, so now the kiln is finally cool enough I can take the items out. So this is like it's maiden voyage again, I suppose. Alright, hopefully it is cool enough. I'll just a sec. I've just grabbed the emergency glove just in case it's too hot to handle. Slightly prepared more than normal. Alright, here we go. Here's the first one. Yeah, they are still warm. I think it was on about 50 degrees Celsius. So, alrighty, there's the first one. Let's see if I can do it. I'll just move my hand around a bit. That's the first one out of the kiln. I love doing these plates, like they're abnormal shaped plates. And trying to do more of the marine theme, because if you looked at any of my previous videos, you'd see that I've now got an outlet in a restaurant in Hervey Bay in Queensland. And it's just started to become whale season there, so I'm hoping that everything goes really well there. So yeah, there's that one. Norse blue and sandstone, and then some light flux. I'm actually sitting down on two empty buckets of slip and some cushions, because the lids were a little bit uncomfortable. Yeah, so a couple of cushions helped. Alright, so see the kiln, the cone, sorry. It's a cone, where are you? It's a cone 5, so pretty perfect. It's a cone 5. I actually can see it through the peephole because I've got a pyrometer, and it's really not accurate. I even got a whole new probe inside the kiln, even though the whole thing is virtually new, and it's just not accurate. So I've now resorted back to the pyrometer and having the cone in front of behind the peephole, so I can see the actual cone for peace of mind. So yeah, I'll pop that up there. It's a cute little vase done with stencils. Well, you may hear a strange noise in the background. I got myself a 3D printer, and it's like probably 1.5 meters away from me, just in that direction over there. So I'm loving it. It's yeah, making all these rollers and cookie cutters and little figurines and things that you don't really need, but yeah, I've made so many things for the pottery. Loving it. It's a P1S. Just get rid of these guys. So a bamboo P1S. The initial setup was a bit, it wasn't pleasant. There's information, but not enough detailed information about what they're talking about. So I kept persisting. So mum lives upstairs and her dogs just started barking, and now my assistant, that's her tail, has just come to see what's going on. She's knocking things over, and yeah, she's a staffy, so English staffy, so bit of a bulldozer, but I love it a bit. Absolutely love it a bit. Her name is the first word in my profile, on my profile name for YouTube. So, and the second name is my previous dog. So Bella is her name, and Gypsy was my previous dog. So yeah. Alright, we'll get back to this. Yeah, I was imagining everything to have run really badly in here, in this firing. But so far it's been good. This is one of the cookie cutters that I got off, like 3D printed. So that's going to be a spoon rest, and it's a whale. I hope you can see it's a whale on here. Yeah, it's a whale. And I added the eyes. Okay, so what I've done is I've just moved the camera around a little bit more so you can see in the kiln a little bit better, and hopefully the lighting might be a little bit better as well. Alright, so we'll get back to it. This one here is, I 3D printed that one, and it's Hervey Bay because that's where I'm hoping it will be going. Yes, that was a separate cutter with the press cutter. Yeah. I make these vases with just the scrap bits of clay that's left over. Yeah, and they're just nice and easy and just handy, like a handy little vase or a little bowl, put your keys in it, or yeah, and that's just a transfer. So okay, the assistant is back again. Oh gosh, she's got to try and fit in places that she really can't fit. It's her tail. You're gonna have to move, Belle. Come on. I'm just gonna have to deal with her for a moment. Just a sec. Right, she was bugging me for a treat, so I gave her a treat. There's one certain treat that she will do cartwheels for. I won't tell you what it is, but she will do cartwheels. Spoilt is the word I can think of. Spoilt. And apparently she's finished it, and now she's back up here again. We'll see how we go. So this vase here is olive float, as everyone knows. I'll just have a good look in there myself, because sometimes I pull them out of the kiln and I show you and I don't even get to see it. I forget about myself looking at it. But I love olive float. and it's got a I've got a tool, and I just press that in each one, about 5 or 6 rows. Yeah, just for a little bit of texture, a little bit of interest. Yes, one of the favorites, isn't it? Olive float. Nice. Can't really see in it with this light. The light's kind of up there. I need one over there. But we all know what olive float looks like, don't we? Alright, I'll just get this shelf out and I'll be back. Pretty colours in that one. That is Laguna speckled moss, and then some light flux. But you know, I think you could even get away with just one coat. I'm sure I'm 100% that was only 1.5 coats on that, and it was a quite thick glaze as well. So yeah, remember again, just one coat now, just one coat. But yeah, with one coat and the bit of light flux, it kind of let's see if I can, it brings up the texture well. Unlike my lighting. Unlike the angle of my lighting. You can kind of see the texture there. It looks good. Yeah, I'm happy with that. That's a pass. That's a pass. Yeah. Find somewhere up on the top there to put it. Alright. Okay. Ready? Here's another spoon rest, the whale. I really need to get this angle right, don't I? I don't know if that's going to help at all. Yeah. Shadows. Yeah, but again, a whale. Yeah, just can't seem to get the angle right. I'll work on it for next time. But I like it's got all that variation. Some parts of it are like a satin matte, and then other bits of gloss. I quite like that. It's good. Bit of interest. Yeah, but they're fun to make. I plan on making a whole heap more. Kind of see it there, can't you? Just, yeah. Yeah. And I'll get rid of this next shelf. Okay. Another spoon rest. Little whales. And that one is Walker's Glaze. And that one is Byron Bay. It's called Byron Bay. So that's a northern town of New South Wales in Australia. If you're not in Australia, you may not have heard of it. But yeah, it's different. It's got, oh gosh, this is shocking, this light. There's like tones of greens and blues in there. I don't know if that's gonna work. Yeah. And of course the trusted sandstone. And lucky last. It's a whale plate. Love it. So I was getting a bit bored of the North Blue and the what's the other one, the Cenote. So I just thought I'd just change to a different glaze, have a bit of a change. I'm not sure what it is. I'll just pop you on hold for a moment and I'll go and see which one it is. Yeah, sorry, I have to keep putting you on hold to check what the glazes are, because I've taken photos of the plate or the item before it goes in, like straight after I've glazed it, and I take a photo with the jar of glaze that I used on the pieces. So yeah, I had to stop the video while I looked in my phone because you're being recorded from my phone. So yeah, that one is Shipwreck, and I think that looks great. Yeah, love it. I love the whales. And that is the last one. So I'm really excited that the kiln is back in action again. It took, the last time I did a firing before I changed the elements, I did a bisque fire, which was taking me about 3.5 to 4 hours in the kiln. The last one I did, it took me 7 hours. So of course I was up till after midnight waiting for the cone to bend, and yeah, it was after midnight, so I thought, yep, it's time now to change the elements. So that's what I did, and yeah, happy with that. Really happy with that, actually. So yeah, there'll be a video up of me going through that and my process, and yeah. But thank you once again for watching my video. I forgot to introduce myself at the start, but I'm Melissa, and I'm on the Fraser Coast in Queensland, southeast Queensland. Yeah, so thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. That's the assistant about to knock the stand over. Yeah, please like, subscribe, and comment. Always love to hear from you guys, and thank you for your support, and I look forward to your videos too. So bye for now, and I'll see you soon.